my favorite bit of trivia this week is that though Paul McCartney writes with his right hand, he plays all his instruments left hand. Now you know. Without further ado, I would love to introduce our host with the most, Mr. Dusty Kratz. Where are you, Dusty? Wait,
hey, Dave, excited to be here.
Dusty, you look very different than I remember you.
Don't worry, I'm a professional. I got this.
So where do we go from here, Mabry?
Oh, I gotta go. Bye.
Oh.
That was short-lived. Hi, how are you?
Great.
That was my VFX special effects master, Mabry. I had to give her a little bit.
That's crazy. It looked just like her.
Right?
Yeah.
It really did. Spitting image.
That whole sequence?
That whole thing was a hologram. Like Tupac, remember at Coachella? You know what? Anything for the bits. How are you, Dave?
Dude, I'm so good. How are you? What you drinking tonight? Or can you not say because we don't have a sponsor?
Well, just to be clear, this could be you. Right? This could be you. But I am drinking kind of my favorite summer IPA, really, the 1985 IPA by New Belgium. It's delicious. It's like slightly tropical, so it's just refreshing enough.
That's great.
Yeah. You ready
What's
to get
up,
some
man?
trivia on?
How you doing? How you feeling?
How am I feeling? It was a Monday. It was a long Monday, but feeling pretty good. Hanging out, just having a good time. I'm ready to have some fun with our friends that are joining us. I'm really excited, honestly, about our guest this week. I think there's good chemistry between everybody. I know everyone, and so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That's good, man. Well, I'm gonna let you take it from here. What do you think about that?
I think about that a lot. I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right. Thank you so much, anybody and everybody that's joining us. This is Aural Fixation, episode number 3. We did it. We're in syndication. We're in homes across America. Your mom knows about it now. Like this is big time. So how do you play the game, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked that. We have 5 rounds, 10 questions each, 4 contestants vying for the title of Master of All Things Music Trivia, right? And I still haven't given this pencil to anybody, so I might need somebody's address at the end, maybe. So this week, I would like to introduce our contestants, okay? We've got a returning champ going for the hat trick, Mr. Drew Bayers, who works in music licensing, movies, television. He appeared on several game shows called Jep, Our Day, and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? How the heck you doing, Drew?
Good to see you again, Dusty. You know, I didn't know you 2 weeks ago, and I just heard you refer to us as your friends. And having made your friendship over these past 2 episodes is worth more than winning any particular episode. So thank you for that.
Oh, well, that means a lot. And I mean it. I it's going to be weird next week, you closing out your trifecta, win or lose, and not seeing you next week.
Well, I'm looking for that pencil, so you'll have my address.
That could go all kinds of ways. Anyway, I would love to also bring up our next contestant, my buddy for a very long time, Eric Braun. Eric Braun is the guitar player for Austin-based band Caterpillars and Casino AM, a freelance producer and engineer, and just an all-around pretty amazing dude. What's up, Eric?
Hey, buddy. Thanks for having me. I immediately regret saying yes to this after hearing Drew's background, though.
You know what? We have to have somebody. It's like the Giants in a Game of Thrones. Like they just kept throwing non-worthy people. But that is not the case. This is not the case. Everybody on the show today is very strong. You've got good a chance as any. I believe in you. So next up, we have also my buddy, who I have to treat very nicely because he is my daughter's best friend's dad, but also a very good friend of mine. Fantastic multi-instrumentalist and mathematician, Mr. Josh Recio. How are you, sir?
Hey, PK, how you doing?
Good. Just living the dream, trying to stay on the rails. Thanks for joining us, sir. And last but not least, a recent friend of mine who joined us in our kind of trial runs of things, Miss Susie. How are you doing today? Susie is a costume designer, member of the Stars and Garters Burlesque troupe, and an aspiring guitarist. How the heck you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Excellent. I'm
I have to
glad.
say, a little bit intimidating on this round than when we did our trial round with the other contestants. So it's gonna have to center.
There's no difference. As far as we know, it's just us. It's just us. Well, again, thank you guys so much for joining us. And with that, let's get to round one. So, round one is entitled Cold Hard Facts, general rock and roll trivia. Just get the wheels lubed up, get them going. You're going to have 100 points for every correct answer, minus 50 for every wrong answer. All right? Don't sandbag. Everybody play along. The points increase as we go, so there's plenty of time to rack them up. All right? Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Thumbs up. Everybody has their signs. Let's see them. Let's see those signs. All right, perfect. Okay, here we go with round one, question one. In 1990, this artist released a greatest hits collection entitled The Immaculate Collection. Drew. Madonna. Drew on the board first with 100 points. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time. Get those elbows ready. Be fast. Question number two. The theme song of The Breakfast Club, Don't You Forget About Me, was made by which group? Also Drew.
Simple Minds.
Simple Minds for another 100 points. Yes, sir. Got to adjust this. It's a little short. I don't know why. Okay. Question three. Pink Floyd's first album is called what? Was that an answer, Josh? Was that a? I'm gonna give it to you.
It is. Oh God, my wife would be so mad right now.
Really, she's watching in the other room.
The title has slipped me by.
Okay, we're gonna have to go to Drew.
Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
That is correct. That is correct. It was a good attempt. At least now you know how it works. All right, Drew's on top with 300 points. Josh, negative 50. Plenty of time to dig your way out of there. All right. Question number 4. What is the name of the music genre that primarily uses sounds from vintage gaming machines? Eric, I think.
8-bit.
Not 8-bit. Drew.
Chiptune.
Chiptune is correct. Just, trucking along, looking for that hat trick. Question number 5. All right, you guys ready? Name all 5 Spice Girls using their stage names. Spice Girls. Susie, let's get it.
Scary Spice, Ginger Spice, Sporty Spice, Baby Spice, Posh Spice.
Boom, all 5. Well done. 100 points for Susie. In second place. Boom, there you go. That's how easy it is. All right, I fully expect everyone to put this up. Guys, can you name 3 Ramones? 3 members of the Ramones. Drew.
Joey, Johnny, Marky.
Boom, there you go. Joey, Johnny, Marky. We also had Dee Dee, Tommy, Richie, and CJ. Plenty of options, guys. And Rudolph, apparently, I'm hearing in my ear.
And ask Dave if he would have considered Phil, the producer.
Oh, does he count? Did he change his name legally?
Not their producer, but he's a Ramone in the greater scheme of things.
Oh, okay. Little inside joke for you. Okay, a couple more questions in this round. I feel a tide changing. Where specifically did George Harrison's concert for Bangladesh take place? Drew.
MSG.
Madison Square Garden is correct, sir. 600 points. Look, guys, don't be discouraged. We're going to get to a point where you're getting 500 points an answer. Plenty of time, all right? Red Hot Chili Peppers recorded Blood Sugar Sex Magic in a mansion once owned by this magician. Just throw a magician out there. Drew.
Harry Houdini.
Harry Houdini is correct. Absolutely. 2 more questions in this round, folks. Paula Cole's I Don't Want to Wait functions as the opening theme song to this 90s teen drama series. Susie.
Dawson's Creek.
Absolutely correct. Dawson's Creek is the answer. Last question in this round, round 1. What rap artist has sold the most digital singles ever and is a global ambassador for the NBA's Toronto Raptors? Josh.
Drake.
Drizzy Drake is correct. Josh back in there with the positive points. I love it. And that closes out round one, folks. I like everybody got a little bit of action. I appreciate that. We're closing out this round with Drew on top with 700, Susie at 200, Josh 50, Eric yet to get on the board, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know why? Because this next round is a little bit different. And before we move on, Drew, what bit of music trivia did you bring for us for this week?
Well, Dusty, I gave you one last week, so I had to think of another one. But actually, I thought of you because I was on the beach yesterday reading the memoirs of Bobby Hart, who wrote a lot of the Monkees hits. And I remember from previous episodes, you're a big Monkees fan.
Uh-huh.
So the most recent bits that I read that I loved were just sort of deep Monkees stuff, like that the Monkees theme was kind of a ripoff of Dave Clark's 5 Catch Us If You Can, which was top of the charts that week. Or that Last Train to Clarksville was inspired because he heard the end of Paperback Writer on his AM radio and he thought Paul was singing Take the Last Train.
Ah.
That I liked, yeah.
Yeah.
Book.
I like that. I like that. That's good. Well, before we continue any further, I would still like to let everyone, all 10 people or however many are watching, know that this space is still available for rent. Could be you. Anybody like to sponsor us? Josh, you need you one more time? Can you read that? Could be you. Could be you. Yeah. So, Dave is kind of fielding the sponsors as they're calling week after week. It's getting a little hard to handle, but I think we'll have a sponsor by next week for sure. So we'll lock that up. And
I
that
barely have any time to myself anymore. Just a barrage of sponsors calling me.
all the brands, especially beer sponsors. But hey, that brings us to round two. So guess what, folks? I lied when I said we're mainly going to stay in the realm of rock and roll because round two is entitled Not Rock and Roll. We usually lean towards the rock and roll realm because that's where Dave and Josh and I kind of live. But this round is everything but. And in this round, the points are 200 apiece, and they subtract 100 for every incorrect answer. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, we are. Great. This country megastar moonlights as this moody... I completely screwed that up. Oh, Eric.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks moonlights as Chris Gaines. Garth Brooks. Yes. Well done, sir. Well done. Question number... Oh, yeah. And Eric's on the board with 200. Boom. Just like that. Question number 2. Live on network TV in 2018, John Legend and Sarah Bareilles starred in this Broadway revival. Drew.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Jesus Christ Superstar is correct, sir. 200 points for Drew. Encroaching on 1,000 points. Question number 3. This action movie star plays a cabbie turned country singer in the film Rhinestone, co-starring Dolly Parton. Cat got your tongue? Drew.
Burt Reynolds?
Incorrect, sir. Negative points for you. Susie.
Chris Christopherson?
Also incorrect. Josh, was that a raise?
No.
No? Action movie star. 3, 2, 1. The answer may surprise you. Sylvester Stallone. I never watched it. I
You
don't
should
think
have known from the word stone and rhinestone. It wasn't too much.
Oh. Well done. I didn't even get the wordplay there. Very nice.
It was a sly move on your part.
It was a sly move indeed. Drew lost 100 points there, but otherwise we're kind of sitting in the same position. Let's go. Premiering off-Broadway at the Public Theater in 2015, this musical is almost entirely sung and rapped. Susie. Hamilton is correct for 200 points, and now you're in second place again, just like that. Question number 5. The singer of Skid Row shares his name with which classical... Susie.
Oh my gosh. How am I blanking on this right now?
You knew it.
18 in life today, and...
Singer of Skid Row.
Why am I blanking? Oh, this sucks.
2, 1. Eric's creeping up there. What do you got, sir?
Fuck.
What's the whole name, sir?
Johann Sebastian Bach.
Boom. There you go. Johann Sebastian Bach is correct. Eric pulling ahead now in second place. Drew, you sweating a little bit over there, bud? No, not yet. Not yet. All right. Moving on. Jazz trumpeter. Oh, sorry. Which jazz trumpeter is well known for his bulging cheeks? Susie. Dizzy Gillespie is absolutely correct. Well done, ma'am. 200 points for you. Now, can you name all 4 members of the country supergroup, the Highwaymen? Name all 4 members of the country supergroup, the Highwaymen. Anybody? Nobody? Somebody? Susie, let's get it.
Johnny
Johnny
Waylon.
Cash. Waylon.
Christopherson.
Yep. You know this.
Is it Willie?
Willie. Yes. Waylon, Willie, Chris, and Johnny. 200 points.
Okay.
Well earned. Well earned. And Drew, just like that, hot on your heels, my friend. Moving on. Speaking of country, this country music star crossed over as a villain in films such as Sling Blade and Panic Room. Susie.
Dwight Yoakam.
Yes, Dwight Yoakam is correct for another 200 points. Boom. And folks, Susie took the lead. Well done, ma'am. Well done. Continuing on, 2 more questions in this round. Born in Salzburg in 1756, this prodigy began composing for piano and violin by the age 5. Susie.
Mozart.
Absolutely. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is correct. Last question in this round. Susie on top. Drew in a close second. This saxophonist, did I get that right, Dave? Saxophonist, which I say saxophonist, whatever, at the forefront of free jazz, was given a posthumous Lifetime Achievement Grammy in 1997. Oh, Susie.
Kenny G.
Incorrect.
Too easy. I know.
That's all right. That's all right. You're still on top. Anybody? Drew.
Ornette Coleman.
Incorrect, sir. Anybody else want to lose some points? If you were taking the A train, you would have known that the answer is John Coltrane. John Coltrane. Actually, A train is Duke Ellington. I'm a liar. I messed that up.
There was a key word in that sentence that I missed. You're right.
That's all right. That's all right. He was, I believe Kenny G was a saxophonist. I mean, a alto sax.
Soprano.
Oh, soprano sax. Yeah. Soprano saxophonist. With that said, that closes out round 2. Susie on top with a not a surprising lead, 1,000 points. Drew at 700, Eric at 400, Josh at 50. I feel like you're going to look. This round is extremely different. If your brain works this way, you're going to take a clean sweep. So before you do that, before we get to the next round, subscribe. Dave makes me do it every time. We just got to ask people to subscribe. So, oh yeah, Eric, buddy.
Hello.
What piece of music trivia would you like to share with everyone? What's something rattling around that you that you'd like to wow us with?
Well, I mean, this happened recently, and it's probably not the craziest thing that I can think of, but I got in sort of an actual Zoom little tiff with somebody because they referred to Alanis Morissette as a one-hit wonder, and I was like,
ooh, what?
And I think it's really crazy that Taylor Hawkins was her touring drummer, like on the Jagged Little Pill tour when that record came out.
Yeah.
I think that's very fun.
Absolutely. And you know what? The first time I saw him play drums it was either MTV Music Awards, I think it was, and he drummed for her. And I'm like, dude, who is that guy? He's amazing. And then the next thing I see, I read Modern Drummer back in the day, and it was like, Foo Fighters find their new drummer, Taylor Hawkins, ex-Alanis Morissette. I'm like, oh, God, of course.
Yeah, like the drums are fake on that record. Like it's all just loop stuff. But really
live,
cool.
Yeah, whole different story. That's a very good bit of trivia. Well done, sir. And that brings us to round 3. So for round 3, we're titling it Opposites Day. And to be fair, some of these are synonyms, but basically, I'm going to give you an example. We're going to set up a series of words, and you're going to tell us what the opposite of that is, and that represents a band's name. So for instance, no, no, no's would be
Yeah, yes.
yes. Exactly. See, you're already pros. And for this round, every correct answer is 300 points. Every incorrect answer is minus 150. All right. So let's get it on. This is going to be good. This is honestly, I haven't read through them because it makes me giggle. And we did this I think we did it every trial run of the show. And I love it. It's my favorite. So this one's a little bit of a softball. Okay. Kings of the Industrial Age. Josh.
Queens of the Stone Age.
Queens of the Stone Age, one of my all-time favorite bands, is correct, sir. 300 points to you. Second one. Women at Play. Susie.
Men at Work.
Men at Work for 300 points is correct. Werewolf Weekday. Ooh, I'm told Drew.
Vampire Weekend.
Vampire Weekend is correct. Well done, sir. And it's good to hear your voice again, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I just got to give you guff. It's all good. All right, number 4. The Thankless Living. Drew.
Grateful Dead.
The Grateful Dead is correct. Well done, sir. Coming up. Oh, we have a tie. Susie and Drew are now tied. The pole position rests with you. All right, here we go. The Stationary Waters. Stationary Waters. The Stationary Waters. This is my favorite round ever. One more time. The Stationary Waters. Three, 2, 1. The Rolling Stones.
Water and stone?
I mean, they're opposites.
Yeah.
The Rolling Stones, stationary. Oh, come on.
I'm
Come on.
that one. Sorry, Dave.
I was just doing the band's logo.
I was told that just that made the recap reel, so that's good. All right. No points awarded on that one. Moving on. Surely you guys are going to get this. Mending Strawberries. The Mending Strawberries. Drew.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins is correct. Well done, sir.
Whew.
I don't know why this makes my heart feel good. 4 more in this round. Ready? Hot peacetime adults. Drew.
Cold War Kids.
Yes. Cold War Kids is correct. For another 300. Drew's pulling up a little bit. Susie's still in second place. All right, 3 more in this round, and you're all going to make it out alive. I know you can do it. The Green Cold Ice Cream Cones. Susie.
Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yes. I don't know if that's a good one or not, but Susie got it, so that counts. Well done. Well done. All right, 2 more in this round. I can't even say it. The No Women Sisters. The No Women Sisters Band. I don't know how you got this, guys. Drew.
Allman Brothers Band.
The Allman Brothers Band is correct.
Oh my god.
That one's brutal. That was a bit of a stretch. I'm gonna err on the side. Everyone gets 100 points for that. I don't know if that's possible. All right, last one in this round. I think you're gonna get this. I got this one right away. Red clam agnosticism. Eric.
Blue Oyster Cult.
Yes, absolutely. Blue Oyster Cult is correct.
Had to get one.
Oh no. All right. So wrapping things up for that round, and thank you for being good sports about that. So we have 2,200 points for Drew, 1,600 points for Susie, 700 for Eric, and 350 for Senior Josh. All right. Now we're switching it up again. Again, completely different. If your brain works in a different way, then this one's for you. But before we get there, Susie,
Yes.
what bit of music trivia did you bring for us today?
Well, I am a costume designer, so I have a little bit of trivia related to that, and that's that we went and saw Kiss last year, and I noticed that Paul Stanley was wearing Lululemon yoga leggings as his costume. So
look, comfort.
Nobody sharpied out the logo on the back, and every time he turned around, all those 600 lights were just blowing it up right there on his butt. It was great.
Hey, you know what? Comfort is comfort, right?
You
can't argue with that.
Right?
Well, good to know. That is very good to know. Thank you for sharing. All right. Now that brings us to round 4. So round 4, as you can see, is a visual round. So we're going to show you a picture, and you're going to tell us the equivalent answer. So can you guys see visual round right now on your Zoom? Yes, thumbs up. Great. So I don't know if you know this or not. You probably remember because we're all about the same age. Bands used to take corny group photos for promotions, aka glossies, and that's what they would sign in line and give them to you at in stores and stuff like that. So we're going to show you glossies. Can you tell us what band it is? Right? So here we go. 400 points for every correct answer. 200 for every incorrect answer. Here comes photo number 1. Susie. Queen is absolutely correct for 400 points. Photo number 2. Drew.
Pretenders.
The Pretenders is correct, sir. Well done. Well done. All right. I like this. Everybody's getting a little bit of the action. All right, here we go. Photo number 3. Susie. Bon Jovi. They're so slippery when wet. How could you not know that was Bon Jovi? Well done. Another 400 points for Susie. Here we go. Photo number 4. Ooh, Drew.
Matchbox 20.
Correct. Look at Rob Thomas. He looks so good. A little bit of not trivia, but a side note. We shot a music video for Rob Thomas in Dallas. That guy, not only is he an absolute professional at what he does, he's the nicest dude ever. So just throwing it out there. He's a heck of a guy. Here we go. Photo number 5. Drew.
Strokes.
Absolutely. You'll notice you kind of get thrown off a little bit. Julian's doesn't have the shades down, the hair is pulled back, but Albert Hammond Jr. is pretty hard to miss on the side there, right? Well done, sir. Well done. All right, here's
Fabrizio's fro is cropped too, so that marks.
Yeah.
Later period strokes photo.
Yep. We try to keep you on your toes, but well done. All right, here's photo number 6. Drew.
REM.
Straight out of Athens, Georgia. REM is correct, sir. Well done. 400 points to you. Michael Stipe on the far. Look at him. What is he even doing on the far left? And also, might I add, we shot. How did we shoot all these people in one year? But I did an interview with REM and Adam Scott, and Michael Stipe's a very interesting guy. He cusses like a sailor and a half, which you wouldn't think from his persona, but it's very interesting. Anyway, photo number 7. Here we go. I didn't get a BAM. There's a BAM. Look at those trench coats. Is that The Weeknd on the right? I'm not sure. Drew.
Thin Lizzy.
Thin Lizzy is correct. Of course you're going to look thin when you're wearing those long trench coats, right? They're slimming. Photo number 8. Here we go. Drew.
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath is correct. I love watching everyone's eyes. Like, which one do I recognize? Which one do I recognize? All right, 2 more in this round. Here we go. Photo number 9. Drew again.
LA's own the Eagles.
LA's Own Eagles is correct, sir. Well done. Drew's pulling away a little bit, but plenty of points in time. Finally, photo number 10. Drew again.
Cars, R.I.P.
Cars, R.I.P. Rick Ocasek. Yes, well done. And that closes out the round, but it was fun, right? Everybody got a little action. It was a good time. Well done, well done. So now we have Drew at 5,400 points, Susie rounding out second place at 2,400 points, Eric at 700, and Josh at 350. And that is going to bring us to our last round. But first, hey, Josh.
Hey, Dusty.
What sort of music trivia tidbit did you bring us today?
Well, I was thinking about this the other day from our conversation, or you bringing up the new Shannon Hoon documentary. But Blind Melon's second album was titled Soup. They also have one of the great 90s rock songs titled Soup. However, the song Soup does not appear on the album Soup.
Oh, there you go. What album does Soup appear on?
Well, it appears on an album they put together after he died, but it was biggest, I guess, whenever they played it at Woodstock 94.
Ah, that's good info. See, I love that. See, music heads have the most random trivia. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, thank you for that. And that brings us to our final round, round 5. So, I don't know if you guys know this about me. Probably don't. But I have a special place in my heart for yacht rock. So round 5 is all about yacht rock. You're welcome. So yacht rock, aka West Coast sound, aka California sound. This genre existed primarily in the 70s and 80s, but the name actually came later. 500 points for every correct answer, minus 250 for every wrong answer. Let's get it on. I know you guys can do this. Here we go. Number 1 question for yacht rock. This 1980 Christopher Cross song is one of the archetypes of the genre. Susie.
Sailing?
Yes. And oddly enough, I asked Dave to come on and sing Sailing in case anybody wasn't able to guess. He couldn't do it. Like Dave can literally sing anything like that. Sailing. No.
Susie
Guess
and I
yacht. What's that?
Susie and I can do it, right, Susie?
Yeah, we got it. You ready?
Let's get it. Let's it. 1, 2, ready, go.
Well, it's not that far to paradise. At least, oh, sorry, I started with the verse.
I only know the chorus. Sorry.
Sorry, I started with the verse. I know the whole thing front to back. My bad. I would have done the chorus as well, Susie. I have no idea what the verse is.
Big song in my house growing up.
I want to go to your house for Thanksgiving. Anyway, question number 2. Captain and Tennille, which I'm convinced the hats tipped into calling it yacht rock, right? That was part of it, but whatever. Captain and Tennille both started out as touring members of this surf rock band. Drew.
Boys.
The Beach Boys is correct, and I had no clue. That's a fascinating fact right there. Well done, sir. 500 points to you. Pulling ahead, but not out of reach. All right, everybody's got this. 500 points each. Josh and Eric, if you guys get the rest of these questions, you're in at least second place, right? I mean, and maybe Susie misses a couple. I don't know. I'm not good at math. You're the mathematician, Josh. You tell me. Never tell me the odds. All right, number 3. Fronted by Donald Fagen and Walter Becker, this group, Drew.
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan is correct. Okay, guys, look, I'm just going to break this down. You're not going to get first place. Susie, however, I don't know. I feel like she's far enough ahead, but again, I'm not a mathematician, but she's floating. Just be Jaws. You know what I mean? Just come out of nowhere. Not that I don't want Susie to get second place. Anyway, moving. Oh.
That was supposed to be Jaws, but the sharp button is broken. Sorry.
Oh.
You heard it earlier.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that. Sorry, guys. The sharp button's broken on the Malona phone.
Or the shark button. No.
Oh, the shark button. Yes.
No, the shark button.
All right. Listen, let's not derail the show. All right. Moving on. Question number 4. This Beach Boys song is often called the prototype of yacht rock. And one of my favorite Beach Boys songs, period. Drew.
Ceylon Sailor?
Incorrect.
Okay.
Susie.
Aruba, Jamaica, Kokomo.
Incorrect. Josh.
Luke John B.
Yes. 500 points to Josh. Well done. Third place. See? Anything's possible. Dreams do come true here at Aural Fixation. Question number 5. This singer keyboardist is primarily known as one of the Doobie Brothers, but has also worked with Steely Drew.
I like Steely Drew. I like that. Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald is correct. You play Michael McDonald one more time. Well done, sir. Well done. 500 points to you. All right, next question. This Midwest band had a yacht rock period with songs like Hard Habit to Break and You're the Inspiration. Drew.
What is Chicago?
Chicago is correct. And my dad's, he tells me they're his favorite band, but I never heard him listen to them growing up, which was kind of weird to me. Like my favorite band is on repeat, right? But whatever. He likes the horns. Moving on.
He was cool
Billboard.
before you were born.
What's that?
He had more free time before you were born, Dusty.
That is 100% true. I never thought of it that way. Thank you for the perspective. I appreciate that. All right, a few more questions in this final round. Anything can happen. Not really, but we're going to pretend. Billboard called them the most successful duo of the early 80s. The two met in a service elevator, escaping gunfire at a battle of the bands in Philadelphia. Drew?
Daryl Hall and John Oates?
Absolutely correct. Hall & Oates. I had no idea. That was a very interesting little factoid the guy shared with me. Well done, sir. 3 more questions in this round. This Washington native rose to prominence as part of a guitar duo and went solo with hits like Highway to the Danger Zone and Footloose. Eric.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins is correct, sir. I love me some Loggins. I don't care what anybody says. 2 more questions here. This 70s duo pinned the hits Summer Breeze and Diamond Girl and Get Closer. Drew.
Jim Seals and Dash Crofts.
Seals and Croft is correct, sir. Let somebody else play. Anyway, last question. Oh, yeah. When were they born is what the producers are asking.
The baby boom.
Boom. There you go. Okay, Boomer. Here we go. Last question of this round for the money. In 1982, this band released their 4th album, charting with hits Rosanna, Africa, and I Won't Hold You Back. Susie.
Toto.
Toto is correct. That ends round 5. Everyone did such a fantastic job. However, Drew and Susie did a better job. But that's how it goes, right? Them's the breaks. So guess what, guys? Our final round, we're going to kick Josh and Eric out and go head-to-head with Drew and Susie. Josh and Eric, thank you so much. Don't leave. We're going to have a little post hangout, but turn your cameras off. Say goodbye to the crowd. Thank you for playing. Appreciate your time. Goodbye. Drew.
Dusty.
Susie.
Yeah.
I never had a doubt.
We're doing this.
We're doing this. All right. So this is our final round. And I'm not kidding you when I say the entire week, we have an Aural Fixation text thread. The entire week was spent ping-ponging ideas for what this should be called. And it was hilarious. We should have an outtakes of what it could have been. But we ended up with fact and forth. Back and forth, fact and forth. I liked it. Drew's not convinced, but it's fine. 1,000 points for every correct answer.
Okay.
If you get one wrong answer, you're completely out. If the remaining player continues, they keep adding on 1,000 points, right? You don't lose any points. You're just out if you're wrong. So right now, Drew has 8,150 points. Susie has 3,150. But if Drew goes out, Susie can keep going until she's incorrect and adding up points. Okay? That makes sense? Or wins, basically. All right. Anything can happen. I love it. Drama, 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 drama. So you're going to go back and forth. We're going to start with the underdog. Here's the prompt. We're going to start naming acts that played the original Woodstock in 1969. Okay?
Okay.
So think about it for a second. So this is how it's going to work. Susie, tell me an act that played at the original Woodstock, and then Drew is going to counter with an act that played Woodstock. And we're going to go back and forth until someone's wrong. And then whoever hasn't been wrong yet can continue racking up points.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
All right. So Susie, you're on deck first.
Santana.
Santana is correct. Drew?
Crosby, Stills, Nash. That's it.
Well done. Well done. Okay. Correct. Susie, back to you. Take your time.
CCR.
Yes, that is correct. Drew.
Country Joe and the Fish.
God, out of nowhere. That is correct.
I was going to use that one.
Did no one ever? Susie.
Grateful Dead.
Yes. Drew?
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix is correct. Susie?
Sly and the Family Stone.
That is correct. Drew?
Richie Havens.
Correct. Susie? I love this volley. This is great. Woodstock 69. Yeah, let's put your hands up, Susie. No texting.
No. I'm real sad that I didn't get to use Country Joe, and I'm having a block. That was my in the bag.
It's all right. You got a little bit of time left.
Joplin? Janis Joplin?
Janis Joplin is correct. Drew?
The Who.
The Who is correct. Back to Susie.
This is probably going to put me out. The Doors.
The Doors is incorrect. Susie, well played. That's the end of the game. Drew, hat trick, sir. Hat trick. I have a hammer. Here, this is my confetti. This is my confetti. Woo! Yeah, well done, sir. Susie, that was a valiant run.
Well done, Drew. Well done.
Good job.
Yes. So we chatted with Drew last week, and we have decided that 3 wins in a row completes a run. Drew, we will absolutely have you back, but we're going to have a whole new round of contestants next week. But Drew, I love that you finished on a hat trick, sir. Well done, sir. And we would love to ask, if Eric and Josh are still here, ask you guys to come back to close out, to say goodbye. We finished with Drew on top, 13,150 points, the most points scored on Aural Fixation thus far. And Susie, 8,000 points is, Allison 2 weeks ago said, I'm going to get 8,000 points. I didn't think somebody was going to do it. So you did it. Well done. So now I'm going to call you Allison, and you represented all Allisons everywhere. Well done. I appreciate it very much. If you're watching, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Check out all the socials. We're on everything but Twitter because Dave hates Twitter for some reason. And Dave, why don't you come back too? 3 shows is a good thing. Josh, come on down. Josh, all the Joshes, both Joshes. Why not? But yeah. Yes, thank you guys all so much for your time today. I know Monday night it's hard with kids and life and everything. Very much appreciate your time joining us. Thank you for watching at home if you did. If not, catch it on the replay. Dave cuts a recap. We'll put it on at the end of the week. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good one. Subscribe.